Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Drink.
Breathe, then drink. Family, remember, take your breath. The breath is one of the most important things you could do. And consciously breathe and appreciate your lungs, man. Appreciate these vessels that we have, man. I am coming to you in the dark. So I'm on my phone. So I'm going to record this show and do the best we can. You know, and the best we can is usually fantastic. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, right now, I want to wish everybody in the house a great Ujima. Yep. We are on Ujima. Oh my God, why is my stuff is wet? Oh no. How's it wet? All right, but anyway. All right, I don't. That's one of those mysteries I have to figure out. But anyway, family, and we also wanted to say we are in the week of Ujima, so shouts out to all the Ujima babies. That's right. We lifting it up for y'all. We lifting it up for you. Yep, we doing it. How is my shit wet? Okay, I put it. Okay, thank God my book ain't wet. All right. Cool. All right, so let's get it moving, family. Let's get back to the focus. So, I don't have my proverb music, but we are on the proverb of the day. Proverb of the day. The ruin of a nation begins in the home of the people. Its restoration begins with its youth. Oh, my God. See, now, that one is a jewel because that is an often quoted proverb. But once again, we be getting bits and pieces, right? I don't know if this piece was added on later on or what, but the only part that that I'm familiar with is the ruin of a nation begins in the homes of its people. And somehow, my machine picked up the rest of it. Maybe it made it up. I don't know. If anybody else heard it out, heard the entire proverb before, please share with me. But of course, I want to know what it means to you. So in the comments, please drop some of your wisdom in there and share it with us. But of course, the practices, the routines, the eating together, the maintaining of the morals and the ways of the people are very, very important. And usually those things begin to slip in the homes. As you can see right now, we're no longer eating together. We're no longer eating together, as I said before. Many of us don't look at rituals as an important piece when the ancestors teach us that rituals are the lifeblood of the people. I mean, I want you to really think about that shit. I mean, a lot of the stuff that we have allowed to surrender, you know what I'm saying, is in the home. And the nation is dependent on us. Now, but also the restoration of the nation begins with its youth. So, those of us that's out here doing this work, family, we are restoring the nation. Now, and when I'm talking about the nation falling apart, I ain't talking about ours because we're in the process of rebuilding. We're empowering our young people, right? We're giving them responsibilities and trying to get them. I'm talking about the fall of this nation, because I want y'all to think about this shit. We don't take this nation, America, don't take United States of America, don't take the rituals seriously. All this stuff I could do with it or without it. You know what I'm saying? The children aren't growing up respecting it because they're seeing a lot of the contradictions that the elders have built into the very system that they are supposed to go to war and give their life for to support. I mean, like, just look at this whole war in Iran shit. You know what I'm saying? They're being told it's not a war. Now, that shit may have got over in Vietnam, but I don't think that's gonna age very well with this generation here, right? You know what I'm saying? They're being told that this shit is not a war, right? It's different fancy words for going in and murdering people, and siding and being on the wrong side of history. You know, the ruin of a nation begins in the homes of the people, and we could see that America's rotten from within, right? But anyway, the restoration began with the youth. So those of you out here working with the young people, it's not in vain. I know you ain't getting rich, but you are building wealth, the real wealth, human relationships and human connections. Trust me, right? Because, like I said, my life is the result of me building good relationships. All right, so let's move on. I guess because the lights are out, it's the perfect time to let that thing fly. You hear it? You hear it? Motherfuckers running around shooting. But anyway, hell, for all we know, that revolution might have started. But it won't be televised. It might be podcasted. But anyway, the ancestral algorithm of the day is the focus for Ujima is overcoming apathy. You know, sitting around, and the program of individual burden. That's a program, right? You're not in this by yourself unless you totally turn your back on your tribe or your family. Because many of us are doing that shit, right? Because we have been taught, I did this shit all by myself. I can continue doing it all by myself. Okay. We gotta let you learn. Gotta let you learn, man. I'm sitting up here in this frankincense smoke, right? I'm back into burning the incense and stuff, but, you know, kind of helped me wake up early in the morning to do this stuff, right? And I think about Elder Galo, because Elder Galo used to bring me frankincense from, was it Ethiopia? Yeah, from Ethiopia by the kilo. Man, I'm like, man, child, let's give him a round of applause. We're going to send some healing energy out to all. Matter of fact, we're going to send healing energy out to all of our elders in the community that need healing energy. So if you have a particular elder you want to send some energy out to, let's do it. Come on now. I feel it. Send it out, right? So once again, the ancestral algorithm for Ujimas is, the focus is overcoming apathy and the program of individual burden. Family, if you by yourself because you want to be by yourself, right? Especially us as African people, we thrive on being able to work together and build together, right? That's how it's supposed to be done. Actually, all people do it. They just tell us the myth, right? But anyway, so the actual algorithm is, my work is an offering to the future. I want you to think about the power of that, right? I'm not working for now. My work, not my money. We didn't mention money, not my money. My work is an offering to the future. and possibly the most worthy of offerings is your work. I want you to think about that. The algorithm didn't say, my money is an offering to the future. No, my work. And the question that many of us have to answer is our work an offering to the future? Is our work producing something worth being transmitted to future generations? The work that you do, is it worth being preserved and transmitted to future generations? Or you out here wasting the most valuable asset, your time, your skill, your energy, your ashe, your life force, to build monuments for others? I want you to think about that. Just for a second. All right. Let's go to the Ubuntu loop for the day. It's based on reliable. I am reliable because we are reliable, and we are reliable because I am reliable. You hear it? Now listen. Reliable means serving as a dependable pillar that the community can rest upon without fear. Are you reliable? Are you serving as a dependable pillar that the community could rest upon without fear? Damn. Shots fired. Shit. Do you fit that? Reliable. Serving as a dependable pillar that the community can rest upon without fear. If not, despair not. You know what I'm saying? Arise, O thou who suffers, lying prostrate. Your head is in the horizon. Arise. Make amends. Do the work. Right? Become reliable. Serving as a dependable pillar that the community, I ain't say your job, that the community, your family is part of the community. Your tribe is part of the community. A dependable pillar that the community can rest upon. Rest. I want you to think that a pillar that the community can rest upon. That's a heavy burden. But it's only a heavy burden if it's only one pillar in a community. It's heavy as hell if it's only one or two or three. But you get about 10 pillars. Oh. Family, at Gye-Nyame Journey, we're looking for 10 pillars. 10 pillars. 10 candle lighters. 10 supporters. Right? That the community can rest upon without fear. All right, so let me get to my haikus for the day. I'm heavy on loops today, right? Because that's what I'm calling the practices that I do as far as the breathing, because we breathe in a loop. The rope spins in a loop. You know what I'm saying? The Tai Chi operates in the loop, right? The Ubuntu phrase works in the loop. Like, for example, I even do this one. I am reliable because we are reliable. And we are reliable because I am reliable. And because I am reliable, we are reliable. And because we are reliable, I am reliable. And because I am reliable, we are reliable. And I jumped right past the ancestral algorithm. Didn't put your chest in it. I know y'all didn't. My work, say it, my work is an offering to the future. Say it. One more. Come on, say it with me. My work, come on, stress that work. My work is an offering to the future. Throw that energy out there. Throw that emotional energy in there. Let's loop it. My work is an offering to the future. It says my work is an offering to a future. Our work is an offering to the future. Which means my work is And because my work is an offering to the future, our work is an offering to the future. And because our work is an offering to the future, my work is an offering. You see the loop? Going back to the Butu loop of the day, I am reliable because we are reliable. And because we are reliable, I am reliable. Come on, throw those emotions in there. I am reliable because we are reliable. And because we are reliable, I am reliable. That shit feels good. All right. So here we go. First haiku. Loops help us practice, build momentum to success through mind and body. Is that man haikuing? Is that? Yeah. Anna may agree. I'm haikuing. So yep. Loops. Y'all heard me. I said loops help us practice. By constantly repeating, helps us practice, build momentum to success through mind and body. So whether we're practicing loops in our bodies or we're practicing loops in our minds, we are building momentum to success. I want y'all to think about that, right? And this one came up on me yesterday, but I finished it this morning. Hug on your body. Appreciate what you have. It is all blessing. I want you to think about that. Hug your body. Kiss your shoulders. Rub on your knees. Hug your feet. If you could get, possibly because you haven't been hugging your feet, you can't get down to them. Rub your back. Hug yourself. Hug your body. Because it's truly a blessing, right? When you can see people out here who have bodies that are not doing everything that yours is doing, right? And they still appreciate what they have, even if it's not working fully. Throw some appreciation, some gratitude towards your body, some respect, since we are on the respect day as far as the M7 principles, right? Respect your body. It's all blessing. It's the tool that you use to interact in this program called the world. Respect it, love it, lift it up, kiss it, right? Rub on it, right? Come on now. Nation rise and fall, but families, tribes, and clans, we will revisit. Because y'all know how we deal with it. And Gye-Nyame, we say, live your life. Excuse me, I'm yawning. I ain't had no coffee. I got an electric stove. Who would have thought? I got an electric stove. Nations rise and fall, but families, tribes, and clans, we will revisit. In Gye-Nyame, we say, live your life as if you're coming back to your family, the very same family. So, how you lead that family is how you will return to the family. How you teach your children to lead the family is what you will return to. So live your life as if you're coming back to the exact same bloodline. We can't prove it, but you see the beauty in the thought of it. Live your life as if you're coming back to this world. You see how much different you see why our ancestors treated the world differently? I want y'all to really think about that shit. Because if we take the Western standard, the way they got us looking at the world now, I could just pollute the water. I could just cut down all the goddamn trees. I could just tear this motherfucker up because I'm not coming back. I don't have to care. I could love my children while I'm here, but when I'm gone, what does it matter? Right? But when you throw that, you're coming back, Live like you coming back. Live like you got to see this shit all over again. The very tree I'm looking at, one day I'm going to drive down the street and be like, that tree looks familiar. If I'm not back in contact with my past selves, that ever happened to you? Maybe that's proof. And I don't have to even prove it. I could just put it out there. And one of my young people will either prove it or disprove it. Be one of their thesis papers that they write for the nation. They write for the tribe. They write for the institutions that we're building. You understand? The value of living life as if you shall return. That'd be a beautiful paper. Why our ancestors talked about reincarnation and how it kept the world beautiful and wild. How our ancestors were able to build civilizations that lasted 2,000 years and not destroy the environment they lived in. Wow. All right, cool. When we practice loops, listen, we have to bring them to life by embracing them. I got this one once again from a proverb out of the African Opener's Tree of Life. And it talked about resurrecting the dead. Yeah. One cannot be resurrected without embrace. Is close to the one cannot be resurrected without embrace. You can't bring something to life without embracing it. This is why I'm saying with our loops, wrap your emotions around them. Allow them to move you to joy or to tears. When you say your loops, I am reliable because we are reliable. And we are reliable because I am reliable. Use the emotional energy, family. Listen, we were sent here as a package, and we have to learn to use every part of it. Every part has a reason. You want to bring light to something, use your emotions. That's that energy transfer. Your emotions are contagious. If you ever witness a good actor, and that actor is emoting, you feel it. If you ever been to a play and been moved to tears by the cast and their acting, if you ever seen somebody dance a movement or sing a song or rap a verse or say a poem and you got caught up in it, right? You know what I'm talking about. If you want to bring these loops to life, if you want to bring prosperity to life, if you want to bring abundance to life, if you want to bring wisdom to life, if you want to bring your ancestors to life, if you want to change the world and bring our world to life, we have to start investing our emotional energy into it. Family, is a reason they teach you to be reserved. It's a reason they teach you to be reserved, and they want you to praise the Lord all stiff, and they want you to do rituals all stiff. That's what they demonstrate in public. Family, I don't think you heard me. That's what they demonstrate in public. Let me tell you. Those of you that's walking around here stiff-necked, right? Right? But hey, but then some of us are sending worship in the wrong direction. I'm putting my full emotion in, but you're sending your energy, you're sending your praise and worship in the wrong direction. Right? Redirect it. Right? Redirect it. Refocus it. Change the image. But anyway, let me get in here and so I can read the script because I ain't even hit the script this morning. All right, I'm back. So the official haiku for the day is: drop the heavy shield, many hands lift up the weight, we heal as a whole. So, peace and blessings, family. On this day, this great day of Ujima, we are grounded in the color of blue, royal blue, light blue, collective worker responsibility, seated within the day of Ujima. Of Ujima, in the week of Ujima. It is no coincidence that today also aligns with the International Youth Day. As we move through this space, we are called to look squarely at how we construct our lives, our households, and our collective future. For generations, black folks in America have been fed a subtle, toxic lie wrapped in the illusion of pride, the myth of the solitary hero. I told you I'm going to kill that shit. It has to go. We have been conditioned to wear our exhaustion like a badge of honor. We brag about getting it out the mud all by ourselves, about carrying the weight of the entire family, households, and organizations without asking for a single hand. We treat self-reliance not just as a survival tool, but as a religion. But let's speak on the truth on this porch today. The symbolic porch. The porch that y'all going to help me get, right? We need some more supporters for the show, right? Shouts out to the major supporter, the major producer right now. I ain't going to say her name. Y'all know she know who she is, right? Holding the show up on her back, right? But once again, when you got one pillar, it could be heavy. But when you got 10 pillars, the weight becomes light. Hyper-individualism is not strength. It is a survival mechanism born out of trauma, a coping strategy designed, built by a matrix that thrives when we are fragmented, isolated, and exhausted. Now, I want y'all to think about that. Somebody tap our share if you felt that, right? Because it needs us to be like this. It needs us to be separate. It needs us not to really understand the algorithm we have today, or understand why the algorithm for today, for Ujima, the algorithm for Ujima, I need my light, give me a second, is created. The focus is overcoming apathy and a program of individual burden. Family, I have to repeat this shit to you over and over again until it echoes in your soul without me saying it. We have been sold bad goods. As Malcolm X said, we have been hoodwinked, right? When you isolate a single stick, as we do it every day, any child can snap it across their knee. But when you bind dozens of sticks together into a bundle, even the strongest arms cannot break it. I'm gonna keep on. Get the book. Once I sell 100,000 copies, I promise I could stop using that one. I could move to another story. But 7 sticks, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. As I illuminate in the Words Handbook, The Life Journey, true power does not come from seeing how much weight you can carry until your back snaps. It comes from erecting a structure where the weight is distributed across the entire tribe. In my haiku, we are constantly reminded that spiritual efficiency begins when we stop trying to be the sole engine of our universe. The sole engine. That shit got to be heavy. It got to be hard. This brings us to the core of our daily work, the subtractive approach, the via negativa. Many people hear the phrase, collective work and responsibility, and immediately feel a wave of fatigue. They imagine adding 10 more community meetings to their calendar, taking on everybody else's problems, or signing up for endless organizing tasks on top of an already overwhelming 60-hour work week. But Ujima, in its highest form, is not about doing more. It's about shedding. To practice Ujima today, you must first scrape off the buildup of the Lone Ranger complex. You must release the false narratives that if you don't do it, it won't get done right. You must drop the heavy rusted armor of toxic self-sufficiency that keeps you from trusting your brothers and your sisters. What false burdens are you carrying today that were never yours to hold alone? What administrative, emotional, or domestic weights are you hoarding because you refuse to ask for help or delegate? When the ancient Ashanti wisdom warns us that the ruin of a nation begins in the home, it points directly to the hearth. Nation building does not start on a political stage or in the grand hall. Listen, family. Come on now. Listen, it starts at the kitchen table. If our immediate spaces are defined by silent struggle, martyr complexes, and emotional isolation, then the horizon of our collective movement will reflect that same brokenness. Rebuilding from the hearth to the horizon requires us to cleanse our household of passivity and isolated labor. And I forgot to tell y'all the title. That's what the title. Rebuilding from the heart to the horizon. The architecture of Ujima. Good grief. Nation building does not start, my fault. Rebuilding from the heart to the horizon requires us to cleanse our households of passivity and isolated labor. On International Youth Day, this truth becomes even more urgent. Our youth do not need us to hand them a list of demands or force them to navigate a fractured world on their own. They do not need us to play the omnipotent superhero who has all the answers. What our young warriors and future elders need is to witness Ujima in real time. They need to see us dropping our eggs, reaching across the room, and building shared systems of, my fault, I said eggs, dropping our egos. It's dark, man. They need to see us dropping our egos, reaching across the room, and building shared systems of support. When we model collective work in our daily routines, sharing domestic duties, co-creating solutions, holding space for collective problem solving, we hand them the blueprint for true sovereignty. We teach them that they do not have to fight the matrix single-handedly. They belong to a tribe. Your struggle is my data, and my solution is our collective power. When one of us stumble, it is not a cue for judgment. It is a signal for the tribe to adjust the load. Shift your posture today. Stop wearing your overextension as proof of your value. Release the urge to carry the universe on your shoulders. Scrape off the buildup of isolation and let the collective hands of the tribe lift the burden. All right, family, check this out. Go to the description if you would and click the link. Get in there. Join the Telegram group. Good grief. You're missing a whole lot of good stuff on the Telegram. Also, get your Nguza Saba narrative map. Some more good information. It's free. I don't know why y'all ain't getting it. Lastly, get your shirt. Go to my author page. Buy me a coffee. Hell, send a tip on Cash App. I don't care. Help us support this. Become a candle lighter. That's right. Become a candle lighter. Because as I was sleeping last night, the thought came to me, if I'm not asking for the support, I ain't gonna never get it. So I'm asking. So go and become a supporter. Help build this up. Hell, Gye-Nyame got to take a trip to Ghana. I owe a trip to Ghana, right? So we're working on that. We also need a porch. We also need a clubhouse. We got shit we got to do. So stop playing. Go and become a candle lighter. Lift us up. Buy me a coffee. And those of you that don't know what that means, buying a coffee is a site that you can go to raise funds. So buy me a coffee, right? So, like I said, because, hell, we still got a camping trip. We got another camping trip we got to do. But I want to thank all those that support us for Simple, by the way. We're working on some stuff. We're going to get it to you because you're going to get it first, right? But, this is Brother Tim. I want to thank you for your time and all that. And you know what that means. But I ain't got the sound effects. So, I'm out. Peace. The bell is all I got.